Welcome to In the Loop, the Walton Chamber of Commerce podcast, where we share the stories, ideas, and people helping our business community grow and thrive. We dive into conversations that keep you informed, inspired, and connected. Let's jump in for today's episode.
Welcome back to In the Loop, the Walton County Chamber podcast. I'm Heather, and today we're giving you a behind-the-scenes look at something many of you have probably already seen. Our brand new Walton County Chamber Magazine. Yeah. All right. Every year, thousands of copies make their way into local businesses, waiting rooms, visitor centers, and the hands of people looking to learn more about Walton County. But what most people don't realize is just how much work goes into creating a publication like this. Today, I'm joined by the two people who help bring it all together every year, Smiley and Lussiana. Guys, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for inviting us.
Yes. So let's go ahead and start with some of the basics. So tell us a little bit about the PSP group and what you do.
Okay, so Kenny and I actually started the company 12 years ago, just last month. We just celebrated 12 years.
Awesome.
And we work specifically with chambers of commerce and their communities to publish their magazines. So we support them with really telling their story in their community, help engaging their membership as well as the locals. And we just have a really good time doing it.
I bet you do.
And we've got an amazing team too. Sarah, actually on our team, who many of the members here in Walton have spoken to for years. She celebrated 10 years with us today.
Wow.
And then Harrison's the other member, or the other salesperson that works with your members, and he's been with us for a little over 5 years.
Okay.
And then we've got a team of writers, photographers, etc.
Awesome. So how the two of you end up working together?
That's a good, interesting story.
Well, we actually met through the chamber here in Walton County. We had done some work together with the company I was at. I was working for a printing company, and Kenny actually had a quarterly magazine, and we became friends. I had advertised with him before, ran into each other at the post office, decided to have dinner, and formed a company.
Okay.
Went to a concert.
That was the friend part.
Yeah. Yes. The woman behind the camera was with us too.
That's true. I met Carrie that night.
Yeah. And we did have a little bit of encouragement too. I got a name drop too. Shane Short, thank you. He kind of encouraged us a little bit and gave us some pointers. And
Him and I had actually, Shane and I had just graduated Leadership Walton together.
Okay.
Class of 2014.
Yeah.
Look at those relationships.
I know.
Oh, love it.
They last a lifetime.
That's right. So you work with chambers all over the country. So what drew you specifically to working with chambers?
Well, that's pretty easy. So I actually served in the chamber industry for about 8 years as a chamber president, as an executive. And during that time, I produced my local community magazine. So I worked with publishers at that time. And so when I decided to move to Walton County, and I was like, I thought I was going to do the custom publishing thing. God led me down a different path. Started that regional magazine that Eli mentioned. And but then from there, I worked with a lot of chambers at that time, doing the magazine, and then started the custom publishing. And now I'm just
awesome.
Still in an industry that I love and means a lot to me. So,
yeah. All right. So one thing I think people don't always realize is that it's not just a collection of ads in the magazine, right? So there's so many stories, there's photos, there's interviews that y'all go through, months and months of planning behind every issue. Can you walk us through what that process actually looks like?
Yeah, absolutely. So I kind of run the sales division and a lot of the business development. So I'll let Kenny speak more about the editorial in just a minute. But once we partner with the chamber and it's time to launch, our sales team will start reaching out to the membership. We've got a really good marketing plan and plan of sales to secure those ads. And that's typically about an 8-week time frame of just working with your members once we launch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then from there, pretty much I take it over. We've got good defined roles. We complement each other, I feel, pretty well in the company. But once Eli finishes, he hands it off to me, and then I take it through the end with editorial, working with the chamber, putting the articles together, the writers, the photography, the design and layout, the printing.
Yes.
Digitize it and send it on.
Yes, there's so many different pieces that go into it.
It's about a 6-month process from beginning to end.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. And you're working on a lot of them all at once.
There's a couple in the house.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So what part of the process usually surprises people the most?
Well, I would say what surprises me most is the detail that goes into it. We're not just slapping some statistics and a photo on a page. There's a lot of thought process going into it, a lot of planning, a lot of working, a lot of designing, a lot of reworking sometimes. And so, yeah, it's a lot of custom work. And
Yes.
so I think that really surprises people a lot.
Awesome. So I think this is something a lot of people wonder too. We spend so much time online now. So what does a printed community magazine, why does it still matter?
So everybody loves the tangibility of a magazine. They want to touch, they want to feel. I know Carrie likes to smell the paper even. That's a really big thing for her. Print actually as a whole has a higher trust factor with the readers. It actually has a longer viewing time, so people are going to read it longer than they would a digital edition as well. And then brand recall for print advertising is actually higher as well. Wow. With all that said, digital is obviously a really big part of what we do, and we digitize everything that we do, and it's available on the Chamber's website, and there's a lot of features that are great for the readers, for the Chamber, as well as the advertisers.
Awesome.
But with that, we hit all the markets. You've got those people like me, I still want to hold it, feel it, and touch it.
Oh, yeah.
But you got that younger generation, in my opinion, that all they want to do is this right here. So, yeah, we hit it all.
I guess maybe I hit the older generation now because I like to flip through it.
I'm a hybrid.
So who is picking these up?
Honestly, everybody's picking them up. It's business owners, it's locals, it's families, it's individuals looking to move to the area. Maybe it's, physician recruitment even from the hospital. I know they've said that they use them as they recruit physicians. But the Chamber does a really good job at putting them in high traffic distribution points. I know you mentioned a couple of those earlier. Are there any others you wanted to highlight?
Yeah, we had, just last week, we had some of our ambassadors out distributing, taking them to, of course, our advertisers all over Walton County. So thank you to our advertisers. But also we want to make sure that we get them in the hands of everyone throughout the county, not just here in Monroe. So there's some in Loganville, some in Central Circle, to the medical practices. When you get to the medical offices, you sit there for a while in the waiting room. And so what better to pick up than the Walton County Chamber Magazine, right?
That's right.
And so the hospital, again, gets them, the businesses in the downtown areas, anywhere with waiting rooms. We just love to, get them in the hands there and pass them out at all of our different events and stuff that are coming up as well to, just get them into as many hands as possible so that they can share as well.
I'll tell you another good spot too is real estate agents. It's a great relocation tool.
Absolutely.
When they're putting things together, trying to recruit people here or sell a home. What a perfect way to showcase Walton County. Yes.
Add that into your little folder. All right. So how do you think publications like this actually help the communities? I know we've touched on that a little bit.
Yeah, well, once again, it's if you're not from here, if you're not local, it's helping what's available right next door. If you live here, it's keeping you informed of what's going on, get you out in the community. It's for businesses and industries. It's allowing them to get in front of more customers out in the community. As Eli mentioned, physician recruitment, teachers are using it to recruit, schools are using it to recruit teachers. So yeah, it's just a great tool all the way around for a community to tell its story. And that's actually one of our mantras is every community has a story to tell. We want to help you tell it. So.
Yes. And when you look at the magazine and you see the pictures and you see everything, you read the articles of everything that's going on, why wouldn't you want to be here in Walton County, right?
Absolutely. Amen.
One thing that I love most about the magazine is that it gives local businesses another opportunity to tell their story, like you were talking about. So for someone who's listening and they're thinking about advertising in one of the future issues, what advice would you give to them?
So I always say the businesses that get the most out of this are the ones asking how many people are going to see my ad. Obviously, impressions are important, but are the right people going to see my ad? And, one customer gain from the right audience makes all the difference to small businesses and large businesses too.
Yeah. Absolutely. So what would you say makes an ad memorable? Like what's going to make them remember it when they, after they put the magazine down?
Well, for me, I love diverse contrast. I love seeing that on a page. I want something that pops. I'm all about some bold color choices. But probably more than anything to me, I love people. I love people's faces, whether it's in an article, an advertisement, whatever. To me, that adds that personable factor to it. And that's what I remember. If I see a smiling face in an ad, then that does it for me.
Absolutely.
That's what I
Yeah,
want to know.
absolutely. Make your ad authentic to your business. But I always say less is more. Sometimes people try to cram a little too much on too small of a space.
Right.
People scan ads. They don't read them as much. You want to get their attention. So really have that targeted message is key. If everything in your ad is important, nothing is important. So really focus on what your message is.
Also, but with me too, and me and Eli, we laugh about this all the time. Well, he laughs at me, but but I'm all about a cheesy, like a little shtick, or something. That little cheesy line that comes in there. I remember those too.
Yeah, you remember it. Right. Okay, so let's think about one other thing. Like, what is one mistake that you would say businesses should avoid?
Oh, I think I just covered that.
Don't cram too much.
Yeah, don't cram too much.
Don't cram too much. Anything else?
No, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, and I always want them to, because one thing I do have to remind people, especially when that online presence that people are looking for, is don't forget your social media. Don't forget your website.
So your hyperlinks.
Because we digitize all of our products, that all those hyperlinks are clickable and everything. So I always remind people to please put that in your ad.
Okay.
And this has a long shelf life too. With having a full year shelf life, both in print and digital, you want to make sure that message is consistent throughout the year.
Yeah. Okay. So now I want to hear a little bit more about the fun that you'll have behind the scenes.
Oh, gosh.
So what's your favorite part of putting together a magazine?
Well, my favorite part is because, Eli does all of the stuff on the front end, like we mentioned, and then I get to do all the good fun stuff too with the writing and the articles and all. But because it's all done in stages across 6 months, I mean, I'm seeing little bits and pieces come across constantly. But when I get that full magazine for the first time all put together, and I get to see that whole entire thing and what all we went to get to that point, I mean, we created something special.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I love it. I also like our photography, too, because we don't get to go into all the communities that we represent across all the different states and even all around Georgia. But whenever I get the photography that comes through, culling through that and seeing everything that we captured in that community, and I want to know more about it. What was that picture for? Where is that? And that's really cool to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Kenny said, we work with so many different communities. The communities are so diverse, and I just love hearing the stories from all the business owners.
Oh, yeah.
We get to talk to so many different business owners and hear their stories, and it's just really awesome, really cool.
Awesome. So, have you ever had something funny or unexpected happen during production?
I know where this is going to go.
Well, that's the one that really stands out to me is, and because I do work with them too. So we were shooting, we were doing a magazine up in Indiana, of all places. And so we're up in Indiana, and we had already done most of the legwork. It was time for photography.
It was our first project in Indiana.
First project in Indiana, yes. And it was in January or February, I believe. And our photographer was leaving Georgia to head to Indiana during the biggest ice storm that had seen. And he got to about Nashville, and the interstate shut down.
He was in a blizzard.
On the side of the road, and y'all know what it was Aaron. And he was on the side of the road for about 20 hours.
No.
Yeah. And
he never complained.
He got gridlocked.
Bless
he
him.
couldn't leave. He could have left, but bless him, he didn't want to. And let me tell you, he made it to Indiana with about 2 to 3 hours to spare that morning. He'd only had a couple hours sleep, but let me tell you, he persevered for 3 days up there. And hey, rain, sleet, snow, blizzard, we're there.
I love it. I love it. That's dedication right there.
It was.
What is let's see, what's one story that has really kind of stuck with you over the years that you've worked on, just different magazines throughout the different states? What's really stayed with you?
You got one?
I thought you were taking this question.
Oh, I will. I'll take this one. So I got to go with this. I mean, we hear so many. We were just talking about it through so many places. So mine are changing constantly. And I have such a heavy hand in the editorial process. So I'm seeing them all. I'm reading them all. So they change constantly. But right now, it's that one. It's Grizzle. It's Grizzle beer. And it's right here in Walton County. And who knew the backstory? I'm not going to spoil too much because I want you to get this magazine and read about it. But it is such a cool story, and because of that, I'm hooked on Mr. Beast. I'm going to leave it at that and let y'all wonder what that is. But yeah, that's my favorite story right now.
Yes, so you're definitely going to want to pick up one of these and read the backstory, because I think all of us were blown away once we heard what was going on.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So since you've worked with our chamber for several years now, and y'all both actually live here, what stands out to you about Walton County?
Oh gosh, I've just loved Walton County. I've served on the board here. I did 2 terms here, but it's the first place that I've lived more than a few years. My wife and I bought our house in Monroe. This year will be 15 years.
Wow.
So we've chosen to raise our kids here. We just call it home, and we have a business here, and we just love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, and somebody from coastal Georgia, I didn't live here, and I said I was never going to leave the coast and all that, and then I came up here and I pretty much just jumped right in, and I was welcomed with open arms in the community. And it truly, within the shortest amount of time, felt like home. And I don't forget my coastal roots. I don't forget where I'm from. But I feel like sometimes I feel like I've been here forever. And it's a good feeling. It really is.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad y'all made it here to Walton County.
Me too. Got here as fast as I could.
So if someone had never been here before, what's one thing you tell them they absolutely need to experience?
Living in Monroe, I might be partial, but I think the downtown restaurants and the shopping is really something that people should not miss.
Yes.
And I know people and friends that come from all over to check out downtown Monroe, and
Cool.
they usually end up wanting to live here as well.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And also, I would say events across the whole entire county, because we are packed with things to do all the time, all year long. I don't care if it's February or December or fall or summer. I mean, there's always something going on, whether it's in Social Circle, Loganville, right here in Monroe. I mean, get out and go to the events, because there are tons.
Yes, almost every weekend. Okay, so now it's time for one of our favorite parts of the podcast. It's rapid fire.
Okay.
So, either one of you can go first. It doesn't matter. But here's the first question. Coffee or sweet tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Okay. Early bird or night owl?
You don't get to tell us what yours is?
Mine is neither one of those. Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like my
That'd
child.
be my sons.
And my daughter.
Early bird or night owl?
Neither.
Oh.
Neither.
I'm definitely a night owl.
You're definitely not an early bird.
I know. Why couldn't we film this in the afternoon, right?
So you're middle of the day.
Yeah, middle
Just
of the day.
middle of the day. Okay.
I more lean towards night owl, but
I used to be
Definitely
night
not
owl,
morning.
and then I married someone that gets up at like 4:30, and so now I'm an early bird.
God bless him.
Yeah, it just I don't know. I'm
we gotta
awake and ready to go now.
You got early bird, night owl. What would the midday thing be?
Eli. Okay, how about email or phone call?
depends on the person.
I used to be phone call, but I'm so email now. Even though Eli says I'm terrible at it, but email.
You send a lot of emails, Kenny.
Yeah, email.
I say email or text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a phone call. Like just
I think it depends on the
just
relationship too.
Send it to me. Yeah.
And I don't like voicemails.
Good to know. Note to self. Okay, big picture or details?
I'm details.
Big picture. Big picture.
I can be both. It kind of
Yeah, it
depends on
depends.
like what it is.
I mean,
what's going on.
you have to have the big picture, I think, for visioning and things like that.
Absolutely.
But you got to have the details to make it work.
To be organized and get things done, right?
Hey, once
why
again,
we
it's the-
balance each other well.
It's the yin and yang right there.
Absolutely.
Okay, now finish this sentence. Walton County is special because.
Well, I would say it's special just because I chose to live here. I came here for love. I fell in love. And then I also fell in love with Walton County at the same time. And to me, calling this home, this is my forever home now. And so, yeah, I think that's pretty special.
Yeah.
I think kind of similar to what I said earlier. This is where I've chosen to raise my kids. This is where we've decided to have a business. It's just home. We just love it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd say there must be something special here because I was born and raised here.
Yeah.
My parents grew up here. And I always said growing up, like, I'm not going to come back. But look, here I am. And I love it. I love it. So,
I think the one
it's
behind
changed
the
and
camera is
grown a
probably
lot.
the same way.
yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
All her life.
Yep. Grow up here and you just there's something about it that you just love the people, I think.
Yeah, people definitely make a difference.
So now, before we wrap this up, I have one final question. After someone finishes reading our magazine this year, what is something that you hope they walk away thinking?
Well, if they're from here, I hope they walk away going, wow, I did not know that, or wow, I had no idea that was happening, or that was there, and that they want to go out and experience or see it. And
I've heard that from neighbors and friends that have read it, that they said, I've lived here my whole life and I did not know we had that.
yeah.
Right.
And if they're not from here, I hope they read it and go, wow, how fast can I get there?
Yeah, that's what we hope too. So Kenny and Eli, thank you both again so much for joining us today, and for
Thank you
all
for
the
having
work
us.
that both of you do to showcase, how great not only the businesses are here, our chamber is, but the people also that make Walton County such a great place. So again, thank you to everyone listening. If you haven't had a chance to check out this year's Walton County Chamber Magazine, be sure to pick up a copy around the community. Stop by the chamber, we have some. Or you can read the digital version online. And as always, thanks for joining us for In the Loop. We'll see you next time, and until then, keep making connections and creating relationships that last a lifetime.
Thank you for joining us on In the Loop. If you enjoyed today's conversation, share it with others, and don't forget to follow or subscribe so you never miss another episode. We'll see you next time, and until then, stay connected.